Coming up on Winthrop Close Up, we'll show you the best ways to appreciate literature on campus.
And are we running out of water? Stay tuned, Winthrop.
A new place with a new design. Find out what this place is on campus.
I tell you why this is no regular Frisbee.
One student tells us her experience as a theater major.
From the Department of Mass Communication at Winthrop University, you're watching Winthrop Close Up.
Welcome back to Winthrop Close Up. I'm Adriana Bradley.
And I'm Brianna Robinson. English majors are teaching others the importance of challenged and banned books. Susan Clark tells us more.
The English department, in collaboration with the Winthrop National Council of Teachers of English, put on the 4th annual banned book reading. The program consisted of volunteers who read excerpts of books and acted out along with the readings. After the readings, there was a short lecture defending the book and explaining why it shouldn't be banned.
I read in it last year, and I wanted to do something different this year, so the defense was a little more involved.
The event highlights some popular books that have been challenged and banned by libraries and schools across America. Most books are challenged because of material considered sexually explicit, offensive language, and unsuited for any age group.
The overall content of these novels typically aren't these vulgar, profane things that people tend to point out. They have far more important themes that students really should be aware of and should be able to read and learn from.
One student believes that books should not be banned and that it should be up to the parents to censor what their child reads.
I don't think limiting what students read is a good idea at all because they're part of our culture, and I don't know, I don't think that they should have things that are in print. It's hard enough to get students to read already, so why would you ban anything that encourages reading?
The banned book reading for the past 3 years has been held in the spring. This year it was moved to the fall to occur during the National Banned Book Week.
Next time you're looking for a good read, visit the Day Kids Library and check out a banned book. I'm Susan Clark, reporting for Winthrop Close Up.
If you want to learn more about which books are banned, visit the National Banned Books website at ala.com.
Winthrop was recently visited by the author whose book affected all of the incoming freshmen. Reporter Alice Jones has the details.
Because your underwear made there come back and you don't write a book about it? You are a weird dude.
Freshmen on campus were packed into Burns Auditorium to listen to a speaker that had a lot of stories to tell. Kelsey Timmerman is the author of this year's common book, Where Am I Wearing? The book details Timmerman's journey to different parts of the world to meet some of the people who made the clothing that he now wears on his back. For Timmerman, the journey turned into something that he had to share with others.
If we can relate with someone on the other side of the world, like who, we can relate with anyone. I was on a journey to see where our clothes come from, and I met all these people. Well, who else don't we think about in our daily lives?
Timmerman was impressed when he first arrived to Winthrop's campus.
I mean, you come onto a campus and you immediately see like all the flags from the students that are represented here. I mean, you know that the campus has a global focus, and my book definitely has a global focus, and found students eager.
With so much positive feedback this year, Timmerman said he would love to come back to Winthrop if he was given the chance. I'm Alex Jones reporting for Winthrop Close Up.
Timmerman's book is available at the University Bookstore on campus.
Winthrop students always work hard, but there's something new that has students hitting their books harder and longer. Adriana Bradley explains.
The Ida Jane Dacus Library, or what many students refer to as Club Dacus, has recently received a new facelift. What began as a survey in 2010 led to the 44-year-old library getting a new look for the 2012 school year. With more study rooms and a periodical wall, the renovated library has a lot to offer students.
The all-in-one computers we're very excited about. We got rid of the towers, the clunky towers. I believe we're the first lab, so to speak, to have the all-in-one computers, and it's something that the university is going to go to all over campus.
Technology has made a mark on DACUS with iPads, smart boards, and Macs for students to use. But while the new renovation is pleasing to the eye, many still question why only one floor received a new look.
We are on the list, so to speak, for the other 2 floors to be done.
New renovations brought new study habits for students, but with new hours, students can study just a little bit longer. The library now has 24-hour access 5 days a week. The new hours give students more study options.
It gives me a chance to get my studying done instead of being up and having the light on all times of night in the room. So I'm glad that we have the 24 hours access. I can get my work done and my roommate can get his sleep and get ready for class.
As study habits change, Winthrop feels the changes to the library will help students reach their academic goals. I'm Adriana Bradley reporting for Winthrop Close Up.
If you want to check out the new and improved Club DACUS, go to the library website for their hours of operation. After the break, we'll tell you how in tune students are with their money.
I'll tell you what our student president has planned for this last year at Winthrop.
Offer a very strenuous fitness regimen that can be a good stress reliever, can get you in shape, or if you just want to learn basic self-defense or are really interested in the martial arts, I think we have something for everybody of different experience levels and interests.
Welcome back to Winthrop Close Up. Monopoly and Life are popular board games that are fun, but can also be used as a learning tool. Timothy Coco shows us how one fraternity uses a game show to give students a lesson in finance.
251, you won it. She got it. Oh, you beat the
Alpha Kappa Psi is the oldest and largest professional business fraternity on college campuses. They wanted to attract new members, and so the organization put a new twist on an old game show.
The Price is Right, as everybody knows, is just guessing the number or the price of certain items that you pretty much deal with either daily or things that you see in grocery stores.
Items used in the game, such as ramen noodles or a Prentice Hall reference guide, are ones commonly found on the Winthrop campus.
I decided that everyday items that I see, I would put it in this program so that everybody would have a fair chance of guessing these prices because they purchased them.
The business fraternity decided that hosting a game show was a great way to involve students with their organization and also help inform students of their everyday expenses. Planning a budget can help you stay sane while attending college, and the Alpha Kappa Psi Business Fraternity provides a way to involve students. I am Timothy Coco, reporting for Winthrop Close Up.
If you are interested in joining the Alpha Kappa Psi fraternity, contact them at akpsi_Winthrop@hotmail.com.
This fall is all about politics, so we took a look at what our student body president has been up to. Chelsea Woodall has the story.
Cambrel Garvin has been interested in politics since he was a young boy. So when he came to Winthrop, he wanted to be involved in leadership so he could help his fellow students.
I ran for chair initially because I just really had a strong desire to serve. I felt that I could bring a great sense. I really wanted students to know that they had a student government on campus.
This will be Garvin's last year in school, and he wants to accomplish many goals to help students before he leaves. He He also wants to ensure that students get involved in the school and government.
When I graduate and walk across the stage on May 4th, we're going to have a new student body president and probably a new student body vice president as well. So what that means is that our job now is to equip students with the tools, to give them the opportunities to lead and, and to serve in future capacities.
As well as planning for his last year here, Garvin is looking ahead to what he's going to do after school.
I'm studying for the LSAT currently, and I will be taking the test soon. And from there, I'm going to be applying to law schools.
Garvin's not sure yet, but someday may consider running for president.
In regards to being a candidate one day, I have no clue. I think that I'm taking one day at a time. But I never say never. I never rule out any options. I think service is something that will continue to be at the core of my existence.
So wherever he ends up in the future, I'm sure we haven't seen the last of Cambrell Garvin yet. With photographer Zoe Irizarry, I'm Chelsea Woodall reporting for Winthrop Close Up.
Cambrell Garvin has been our student body president for the past 2 years.
Food and water are basic needs for everyday life. Winthrop students were shown how the need of one puts a strain on the other. Kristen Boyce explains.
Several of Winthrop biology and geology faculty members presented information that explained how the degradation of land, rapid urbanization, and food insecurity affects our water supply.
I came from a view of not only talking about the sources of water, but what in particular food production in this country, and mostly the factory farming of animals, does to the water, both in water usage, but also water pollution. So that was the main.
Boylan described how just a simple change in our eating habits could have an effect on our environment.
By saying if restaurants and schools and other institutions go without meat for one day of the week, what does that do in terms of saving water, the amount of carbon and methane that goes into the air, all those different effects that are saved by just that 1 out of 7 days of the week.
Now that we all know what to do, we should all take action to prevent water scarcity. I'm Kristen Boyce, reporting for Winthrop Close Up.
For more information on how you can help water scarcity, visit thewaterproject.org.
Now we're going to move it over to our Eagle Sports Update with Zoe Irizarry. Zoe?
Thanks, Brianna. Ever heard of disc golf? If not, one of our reporters will school you on the sport and tell you how the Disc Golf Championship was right here on our campus. Stay tuned, Winthrop.
See how student athletes are keeping up in their classes.